Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Hi Tyke, welcome to my channel and thank you for becoming a member. Very much appreciated. Thank you for your support and hopefully I'll be able to provide you a great content. Right, today we're going to see Mami, which is a SR Plus Second Awakening for Necropolis faction. It is not something exciting, but it's something new. So yeah, let's jump into the game. So this is a test server environment. Keep that in mind. Everything you see can be changed. The date of the test server is 2 days behind, so it's nothing I can really spoil when it comes to astrologer and other things, because yeah, I'm behind the global schedule. Right, so first things first, let's look at Mami. Let's see what this unit does. Because truth to be told, I didn't have much time to test it as I was playing Diablo 4 new season. Right. So first things first, as you can see, I need to get this new skill upgraded, which I didn't yet. There we go. Okay, and now I'm gonna jump to reading the skills for those of you who don't know them, because the poster is not available yet. Oops. And today's streaming will be only half an hour though, guys. There's a lot of things I need to get onto. So yeah, Supper Awakening, which will increase the potential of the defensive formation and improve this. So let's read the new skill. Okay, the passive bonus depending on the necropoly units. And every 20 seconds, Mami projects the pyramid onto the battlefield for 10 seconds. While the pyramid exists, increases unit damage reduction by 50%. That's quite huge. When the pyramid disappears, restore HP equal to 50% of their max HP to all friendly Necropolis units in a relatively large area, and inflict stun on enemy units with a range for 4 seconds. Quite good. Interesting skill. Okay, so at 1 star, we increase Mami's defense by 20%. Mami enhances the surrounding undead arm, increasing unit damage reduction of all friendly Necropolis units within a small range. Every 10 seconds, increases speed of friendly Necropolis units. Skill missing. Okay, that's always good to see you. Hello, Boris. So yeah, no description of skill 3. And then we go to increases Mami's critical hit damage reduction. Good. And tenacity 400. So good. That's what we want on the tank. 5 star. Mami is immune to any damage that exceeds 30%. The reason for that is because Mami is 4-man units, so this is higher percentage than usually for the ultra rare units. After taking damage, Mami has 25% chance of increasing its block damage. Good. Release poisonous gas in the surrounding, decreases attack speed of enemy units. Okay, so that's good. Okay, good buffs for the defensive and debuffing things on her, on the Mami. Okay, so that's all good buffs, but obviously it's this SR plus unit when we are playing ultra rare meta. Now the caster, I wouldn't put any high expectation on it. I think it's not gonna perform too well. I've put plus 30 Forgotten Autonym emblems on it with emblem attack and emblem defense. So we'll see how it performs. Plus 30 is what I put on damage dealers. And so the trigger, Fallen Priest, okay, and name worth remembering. Fallen Priest releases a curse in the target area, dealing damage. Okay, also increases the unit damage enemy units in the relatively large area by 20, and decreases, sorry, and attack speed by 30, and inflicts disease. With Star Awaken and doubles the damage. Restore HP equal to friendly Necropolis unit within range. Okay, and 20% healing received. So yeah, some healing. Additionally, increase the unit damage by 40. Okay, so we got increase here. Every 20-second randomly selects a friendly melee unit and an enemy melee unit. Decreases the unit damage and the damage reduction of the enemy unit by 20% each, and transfer 400 critical hit and tenacity each from the enemy unit to your friendly unit. And also increases transfer attributes by 50 when you awaken it. At the start of the battle, Fallen Priest casts Reincarnation on himself, transferring a random enemy range caster unit's attributes to himself. Okay, that is interesting. Attributes transferred to himself last for the whole battle. Okay. Increasing fallen priest unit damage reduction by 40, seals the target unit in the coffin, rendering them unable to move, attack, or cast skills. So that is like, I don't remember the status effect that does it. Also decreases the unit damage reduction and defense by 20%. When the coffin appears, increases the unit damage and attack speed of friendly necropolis units. Okay, good buffs here. And when attacking units inside the coffin, additionally increases unit damage by 13, crit by 500, healing received by units inside. Okay, so that's reduces the healing as well. Quite good buffs. Okay, I'm trying to rush these skills because the poster hopefully will come out. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time. But we'll compare these formations using those different mummies. Fallen Priest drags a random enemy unit into the underworld, removing 10% of max HP and issues judgment onto them based on their class. For defensive units, decreases the unit damage reduction by 20 and tenacity by 400. Quite good. For offensive and charging units, decreases the unit damage by 20% and crit hit. For caster and archer, decreases the unit damage and attack speed by 20%, lasts 40 seconds, and cooldown is 20. Oh, that's quite interesting. Okay, so the cooldown is lesser than this. So yeah, quite cool. Obviously, all of that is included there. And the last skill, Pale on Necropolis, boosts the stats, and caster as well. And every 50 seconds, Fallen Priest summons an obelisk at the target area. While the obelisk is going to increase damage reduction and light drain of friendly Necropolis units. Good. Large area by 30%. The obelisk also constantly raises a death mist, inflicting low morale. Okay, so this unit does not have HP lock. This is problematic, but we'll see how it performs. So emblems, I'm gonna use the tank version here. Has plus 22. Usually I run plus 20 on tanks, but yeah, defensive emblems. Usually people use everlasting as well, works as well. And then damage, well, it's support unit more, I would say. So yeah, I've put this, although I could put everlasting as well, but I'm not expecting huge improvement from this unit as be honest, a surplus unit. Right, so currently I believe one of the strongest formation for Necro is this, utilizing charger version of the Black Knight when you're facing units that don't have Dragon Golem. Okay, if you're facing a team that has Dragon Golem, the better version will be with Harbinger, whose stats has been increased because of bug fixes. Okay, so if you're running against Dragon Golem, this will be your choice, as Dragon Golem counters that easily. So first I'm gonna run this setup, and I'll show you how it performs against Adela, who's quite good now in that setup. Okay, this is the best setup for Adela right now. Well, the best, there's two versions, as I said. We can utilize Dragon Golem as well, and this works too, and it works well against that team. But first I'm going to show you the team, right, and as you can see I got prepared other domains as well. Yeah, everything's good. Okay, let's try a fight, and of course annoying 10 seconds loading on the test server. So yeah, okay, I can see the screen is a little bit cut off. What do you mean dungeon as an opponent, Tyke? Yeah, I can run dungeon as an opponent later on. Okay, so this is a baseline. So basically, this is what I believe the strongest Necro formation. As you can see, the Death Knight actually jumps into the Falconer and just destroys it. Now, there's obviously a quick fix for that, which I'm going to show you guys before I add if I add Mami and restart Mami. Okay, so yeah, while it's the best, it's not gonna work against Dragon Golem variant, as Dragon Golem is a counter to any kind of teleportation techniques like Black Knight and Devil. This is why we don't see offensive Devil anymore, it just dies. Okay, so yeah, same formation, just a totally different outcome. Yeah, so this is how you fix it, and obviously you need to swap this unit into the melee. Okay, so let's bring that back Let's put the Emerald Dragon because we know this is a losing scenario for Adela. And let's put Mummy. Okay, let's replace Paladin because we want to play a cheaper tank. We don't want to use Paladin there. Okay, let's see if the outcome changes. Yeah, and that's another thing that I am going to mention right now, guys. If you're playing on an older server, Lamassu is a Generation 3 champion for Necropolis who will be a tank, which will do the same role as Mami. And maxing up Mami costs around 10 star souls, so I would definitely skip it on older servers. If you can't afford Lamassu on a newer server, you might consider getting Mami as a placeholder. But as you can see, the tank Mami right now in that team does not guarantee a victory compared to Paladin. Let's just swap lines, which will mean that the decay will jump into a different unit, which will allow Falconer to deal damage. And I'm expecting this team, the Necropolis team, to lose again with the Mami. But I might be surprised. Alright, so as we can see, Decay jumps into Judy. That allows Falconer to dish out damage, and we actually win. So that's quite cool. Okay, let's put Paladin in the same scenario. Obviously, this is going to be a small sample of the seeds because I don't want to play the same fight over and over again on the stream. This is why I record videos to show you that. The reason why Necro has only one tank because I'm running Kotos, and Bone Dragon in offensive form is as good as the tank. So this is why you don't need two tanks, and with all the disease buffs, you can keep them alive for quite long. As you can see, it's not the tanks that really matters. You can see the Bone Dragon will be quite good at staying alive. Yeah, Kotos, even at 3 stars, which you can get at this altar, is definitely worth getting. Okay, so now with Paladin, we actually lost. Okay, so as you can see, just a seed. Okay, let's try this fight again. Let's see if we can win with just a swap. Teeny swap here. One more seed, and then we're gonna go over to a caster version. But again, easy fix to any losses on the Adela side. Just put DG on, okay? But I want to play this unit today. There we go. So yeah, and that's with Paladin. So similar results. Obviously, Paladin is way better, way better. Okay, so if you got Paladin, definitely skip Mummy. Okay, so yeah, let's try and put the caster. So yeah, we'll play Paladin. Huh. We don't really have space for that. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to drop Priest. That's fine. We can do that. There we go. Okay. So yeah, no healer in that team. That is quite worrying. And yeah, obviously the reason we also lost the previous fight is because BK didn't get the benefits from Kotos, and it's quite important. The position of them is very crucial. So yeah, let's run that, and this time around I'm going to play this into DG, because that's the thing. If you get countered by Dragon Golem, where is it? If you get countered by Dragon Golem, you should play that, okay? So this is kind of a support unit. So let's see, protection here. Okay, I'm quite happy with that. Let's give it a go. And yeah, about 25 past, I will do the raffle with a chance to win 500 diamonds. I hope you guys can see the chat on the bottom. Yeah, you can. Okay, that's good. Let's keep it that way. So this way you'll be able to see the results the same way I do. Hopefully it's the same chat that I can see in my file here. So yeah, as we can see, caster farm just dies. Falconer destroys it because there's no HP cap on that, and we just lost. Okay, let's switch a line quickly. I didn't even look at the damage because no, well yeah, let's try this way. And then we move to Necro into dungeon as you requested, Tyke, and I'll basically conclude. Obviously, next week I think there will be something huge on the test server, so the stream will be longer. Also, I will be way longer. I will be way deeper into the season of Diablo 4, so I won't need to play it that much. Okay, so yeah, let's check that damage. Let's just take it off. Yeah, as I thought, this is more of a support unit. Yeah. Okay, I think if this unit was released way before Fate Waver, it will have a spot. I'm not sure about caster, but definitely defensive would. Right now, Lamasu will replace this. Okay, basically what we'll play is Lamasu here. If you play more necro-oriented. So yeah, let's just forget that unit exists. Let's just focus on the mummy. And against Alamar, I believe that the charging version again is superior. The reason why it's superior is Alamar doesn't use Dragon Golem. Black Dragon, Shadow Dragon is still good against those kind of units, but you can really exploit the weaker formation of Alamar. And let's bring Priest back. We really need that healing. We can also use Judy to feather burst that if you don't have if you won't even play Kotos tank, you can do that. But anyway, yeah. So let's do that. This will be a baseline, and we go for Alamar. And I'm going to play the basic Alamar formation, like the one that people used ages ago, and it's really hard for most of the people to switch out of it because they invested so much. So this is why I'll keep it. And obviously we want this devil here. So it will be using Emerald Dragon. Obviously you can play with Paladin as well if you have Paladin, so you can keep this front line. There's a lot of versatile options for dungeon, which is what I like about dungeon, truth to be told. You can really play lots of different things. You can even add Kotos and stuff, but let's keep Kotos out of this fight for once. So I'll prepare even for the more Inferno oriented. Okay, and the last piece is Emerald Dragon. Okay, so this is what people have been using for ages, and for some of us, it's very hard to transition, get new units replaced, or stuff like that. So yeah, let's play it. Similar power level, and this time around, this is going to jump onto the casters. So let's see with Paladin, and then I'm gonna switch to jump into the Shadow Dragon, and I'll put Mummy in. Because if I recall correctly, this formation of Necro had a chance to win against Alama. Wasn't like 100%, but still, there was a chance. Right. As you can see, DK is like a kamikaze. But yeah, we lost. Okay, so with Paladin we lose. I don't think if we lose with Paladin, don't believe Mami will improve this, but yeah, let's try jumping somewhere else. Okay, so imagine if I'm doing like, if I'm actually testing something exciting and I'm doing like 100 fights and I'm losing like 10 seconds loading screen every fight. That is terrible for me. Really annoying. Okay, so we lost again quite fast. Okay, and let's put Mami in. What is the best formation for dungeon at the moment? So as you can see, the backline, of dungeon is the core. The only difference is the tanks. You can play Bone Dragon in offensive form alongside with Kotos in the front to make it more offensive. You can play with Devil Tank and Venom Spawn to make your frontline really strong. Or you can play Devil with Paladin. And you can play Devil with Emerald Dragon and Devil with Paladin. Basically, the only thing that changes currently is your frontline, which will be changed as well. So I'm not sure how far into the game are you, Tyke, but this year we are expecting Lamasu, which is a Necropolis tank, and Cave Hydra, which will be dungeon tank. And both of them will work very well together. Well, I'm not sure about Lamasu, but they should work well together because the hero that we all think will be released next is Septina, which will be Necropolis Dungeon Alliance hero, which will boost both of these factions. So I'm slowly building my dungeon team now, and I'm expecting these two tanks to actually outperform, obviously, Cave Hydra, but Lamasu will also outperform other tanks. And as you can see, that is a lucky seed for us with Mami, thanks to all the buffs. So let's run this once again. With all these buffs, we are able to survive long enough to actually kill the backline. So yeah, with some lucky seeds, Alamar can be defeated by currently the strongest team of Necro, okay? But it is one out of 100 probably, and this is what happened here. As you can see with Paladin, we couldn't, but we jumped into the Priest. Let's see how long he can last. And so we got Phone down, Evil Sorceress, who's really squishy right now. And yeah, DK is killing quite a lot. Grim Rider, obviously, the core of our damage, and we can win, right? Boom, that's good. Good news. Yeah. Now, the last thing I want to show you, because obviously, as I said, this is a short preview. There's no reason to like do a in-depth analysis of this unit, as it would just take so much unnecessary time. Let's do the fun favor. Let's see how this unit, this second awakened unit, performs against Naga in our Naga stress test. So this is what we do. Melee Naga, one-on-one, the test that tells us everything, if the unit is good or not. Now, before I do that, let's put a tank that is currently the only tank that can beat Naga. Right? Oh yeah, Justin, good idea. Before I do this, okay, and tell me, guys, what do you think the result will be? Well, I already said, I spoiled that. Okay, so slates, yeah, artifacts. So as you know, we will have a new slates released, which will unlock quite a few. So we got Armor of the Damned here. Okay, this way. Armor of the Damned. We will have this as well. So Apple, Armor of the Damned. Let's see. I don't even know. I didn't have a look. Okay, so Spellbinder's Hat. And anti-magic runestone. Ring of Mage. I'm not sure. I think one of them might be available right now, but obviously I didn't bother doing them on the test server. So yeah, this is what we get. We still don't have those, as you can see. Still missing, right? So yeah. See, Boris, I would even say that SSR units will not survive the next year. Okay, some of them will probably in second or third teams, but not the main teams. Okay, they will be slowly replaced. So yeah, well, depending on the team, obviously. In the tower formation, even Naga will be replaced with the first apple. Okay, so when we get the tower apocalypse unit, we will replace our Naga, which did very well. Okay, so this is the only unit the only tank that manages to survive Naga. At least the last time I've done that test, which was when he was released. Okay, so let me show you the power of a Red Dragon tank, which is not used because the power of the offensive Red Dragon is way, way higher. Yeah, and as Boris is saying, this is the only tank that can survive the Naga, but also kills her. Okay, every other tank, like Devil Tank, who is one of the strongest tanks in the game, can take Naga on, but will fall eventually or draw out the fight, but her HP is not moving. And if you look at that, the HP of Red Dragon is a solid. And I've done few fights with Red Dragon tank, and obviously Alamar suffers from lack of damage when I do that. But he is really good tank, okay? But he's outshined by the offensive form, which deals a lot of damage. Okay, so let's see that. Okay. Paladin with Second Awakening can last quite a while as well, so I'll do that at the end, and then I'll put the question in, give out the diamonds, and I'll see you guys next week. So yeah, stay tuned. The question will show up on the screen similar to last week. The question is really simple, connected with the mummy. So yeah, if this unit survives longer than 30 seconds in this one-on-one, I will be impressed. And as I can see, obviously there's an HP lock. There's a lot of debuffs on the Naga and a bit of crowd control. Okay, it's doing quite well. I am surprised. Okay, now it's going down. But yeah, let's just quickly rewind this fight. Wow, okay, so mark the time, okay? 130 seconds. I am really impressed because stuff like Venom Spawn could survive like 30 seconds. Obviously, it's been a while since I've done that. So the account stats and stuff has grown way bigger. Woohoo! 2 seconds difference. Tyke, Emerald Dragon. Emerald Dragon is not a good tank, like a brick wall. He is decent, but he's more utility tank. The stuff he gives is quite good. He's usually, when you run Emerald Dragon plus any other tank, Emerald Dragon is the weaker tank of those two. Okay, he's the weak point, but very, very good utility wise. As you can see, longer. Okay, and now let's put the best tank. Well, yeah, probably the strongest tank. Okay, Devil. So I'm surprised by the results. Truth to be told, I thought these tanks will fall earlier, which means the Naga is really falling behind. It's not smashing tanks anymore. So this will show us. I'm expecting Devil to survive the whole fight then. Definitely compared to other, but I'm surprised that the Mummy survived 2 seconds less than Paladin. There we go, just as expected. Okay, guys. Nonetheless, time for the quiz. Okay, for those of you who are new, let's clean the chat. Okay, I'm gonna pop a question on the screen with 4 answers: A, B, C, and D. Okay, the only thing you need to do is answer with A, B, C, or D. You don't need to write down the answer, just A, B, C, or D. And the 5 first who appear on my chat will get a 500 diamonds reward sent by community manager later next week. All right, guys. So let's focus. I'm gonna count to 5, and the question is gonna pop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good luck. Now, when you answer correctly, please stay with the stream because I will need your ID. I need to confirm your user ID. Otherwise, I won't be able to give you diamonds. That is required. Okay, so the first 5. Ruskart. Yeah, the correct answer is B. It's Fallen Priest. Sihiref. Okay, I definitely will need your ID. Andy Fang. That's number 3. 1, 2, 3. Tyke. Okay, I'll need your ID as well. And Multizelenka. I believe I got your ID by. Oh, Justin, that is a long delay you had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so Raskart, I got your ID. Raskart EU 100 server. Well done. Okay. Yeah. Raf. Okay, I'll definitely need your ID. Let me just quickly transition back to the game. You can find your ID. Kairef. Okay, Kairef. Yeah, sorry, I'm really bad with the names. Even like simple names, I always butcher them. Okay, so this is where you copy the ID and you paste it into the chat. Let me just change the chat, see, and sure we got, yeah, Multizelenka, thank you for ID. Let me just quickly look for Multi. Okay, EU1. Ooh, that is an old server. Doesn't matter where, but I'll prefer here so I can just close the stream and go home. Oh, you've done that. Tyke, can you do that as well? I'll need your ID. Tyke. And then Andy is always doing well. NA158. Okay, EU28. Yes, your ID matches your server. Thank you for that. I always ask for the server to ensure it does match the ID you give me, because if you misspell it, I won't be able to send you the diamonds, and there might be a delay. Okay, 228. Okay, so Tyke, you're still with us. I just need your ID. Maybe you gave it. No, you didn't. Okay. So yeah, once I get that ID, I will finish. Is there anything else that I can show you? Really? No, there's nothing. So yeah, Mami is obviously not a. It's not a meta unit. It's not going to be used by the top players. Oh, I have no idea, Andy. The date is actually 2 days behind. So the date I got here is the 20th. So I'm 2 days behind us. Okay, guys, I'm not gonna stay here longer. Tyke, you are one of my members, I'll try to reach out to you, or you reach out to me, okay? I'll try to get your ID through the membership channel on YouTube. Or you can get me on the Discord, okay? Leave me a message. Let me quickly send you my ID. So, yeah. If you want to ask me guys anything, I'm just gonna send you my Discord ID here. If I find out how. Because obviously they changed the IDs now, right? So this is my ID, just reach out to me. Obviously I'm also testing your formations, so yeah. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.